that unbroken chain. That means your guru must be connected to the chain. He must have his own guru too. Then we'll talk about these qualifications a little bit more. We talked about them. That the disciples has the right to test the guru by asking all kinds of questions that are disturbance to him for clarification. He should ask all kinds of questions for clarification so that the guru can clarify. Test the guru, study his way of life, whether his way of life is in conformity with the scriptures. You should study that. Try to see, look very well, whether the guru is saying one thing and he is doing something else. Yes. You see? So, but the guru, on the other hand, also has the right to test his disciples, his prospective disciple. The guru has the right to test his prospective disciple. The disciples should test the guru should test as much as when you want to buy something valuable, even in the ordinary market, you have to test, especially electronic, to make sure that every function is okay before you buy. So to take a guru is a lifelong commitment. So you don't joke with it. You have to be really ready, and you should take initiation from somebody who actually inspires you to wanting to really practice Krishna consciousness, because you look at his lifestyle is so packer and attractive, free from anxiety, free from dissatisfaction, and is firmly fixed. He's satisfied in his service. So those qualities, those exemplary qualities should attract you. The way he's dedicated to chanting, the way he's dedicated to Srila Prabhupada's books, and dedicated to distributing and studying these books, the way he's expert in attending all the Guru Pujas, all the programs, the way he's very, very enthusiastic about everything Krishna, those kind of things will attract you. So when you get attracted and you take a guru, the reason why you should test the guru and let the guru submit and let the guru also test you is that once you take a guru, it becomes an offense. It becomes an offense for you to give up the guru. You don't take a guru in order to renounce him, like Chaliwate. You put your feet today, just a few minutes, you get to the door, you remove it. Anytime you like, you go and put your feet again, you move around, you come there, you remove it. You don't relate to guru like that. Understand? Guru is not Chaliwate. Once you take a guru, you can't renounce that guru until, if the guru leaves the body, then of course you can take another guru. But as long as the guru is alive, unless the guru himself deviates from the path and fall down, before you can take another guru, otherwise you stay with your guru. That's why you need to select. You need to take time to look at the qualities, because you are staying with him for a long time. Not be Chaliwate. So we ask, what are some of the inappropriate reasons for taking a guru? Then we say, oh, some take guru because they like the way he smiles, Some take the guru because the way he dresses, he looks very flashy when he dresses, and the way he carries his body, very charismatic, and the way he can sing. These are external reasons, or the way he has many disciples. He can connect me to some of the disciples outside of here. Then we can do business. These are wrong reasons. See, or other people are taking from him. Therefore, he's a popular guru. Let me take from him. And you go take. These are just, flimsy reasons. You see? We should not judge a guru from the external, or this guru is an American, very, very, very nice accent when he speaks. So we should not judge that we should discriminate on the basis of Guru Sadhu Shastra. We use our intelligence to discriminate, to know the qualities that a Guru has and try to follow him based on the motivation we get from there. Then taking initiation as a matter of social custom without faith. No? Maybe a Guru is not very strict in the rules and regulations, so we like him for that. So we should take Guru based on how our own hearts resonate. I will say, because my friend says you should take from, or my temple president says take from this Guru. It's not temple president that is going to follow the rules and regulations for you. So temple president can tell you to take from somebody. He can just tell you that somebody who is a genuine temple president will tell you that take initiation from somebody whose life really inspires you. I will not choose a guru for you, okay? There's an American guru, I don't like Indian gurus. These are wrong reasons. Then there are some consequences. Yes. Yes, there are some consequences for taking Guru for wrong reasons. If you take Guru because of the external reasons, sentimental reasons, then there are consequences. Some of the consequences are the person will not be able to follow wholeheartedly. He will not become serious and he will be committing apparatus or offenses. His progress in spiritual life will be very slow. And that person will not be exemplary because what is expected of you is to live by example as per ISKCON principle. The person will not be exemplary. You see? And sometimes it can even become critical to the extent that it becomes hypercritical, begin to criticize authority and even fall down. Or he begin to compare his guru with other gurus, before he realizes he's finding fault with his own gurus. See? So that is it. And we say, okay, sometimes somebody may ask, we say, guru-disciple relationship is eternal. If it's eternal, that means even if I commit all kinds of offenses, I don't take it serious, I come back many, many lifetimes. The Guru will also be coming back many, many lifetimes to come and look for me. So we say, no, the Guru may decide to give you, because it's a contract where at the point of initiation, you vow to follow certain principles before the Guru accepts you. And if you start breaking those principles, the Guru has the right to also cut the relationship. So do not act in a way that your Guru will be so provoked to cut your relationship with him. Okay? So some of those reasons. And yes, if the disciple is insincere, then the Guru is not obliged. You see? Then we say, what are some of the steps in selecting a Guru? I would say 1 year preparatory period. The person must take shelter of Srila Prabhupada within that 1 year. And also, if he gets the mantra of his Guru, he should chant it for 1 year. Then he take the Guru's pranam for 1 year. Then at the end of that 1 year, he cannot take his first initiation. Meanwhile, the Siksha Gurus, the temple authorities will be monitoring his activities critically. And if they see any deviation, they try to bring him back on track, all in preparing him for the service of Guru. See? And there are some boxes on the student handbook where some of these things are elaborated. So please read. And also towards the end, at the end, there are appendices. The appendices give detailed explanation and very nice, powerful to corroborate, to support the points in the main student handbook. There are many appendices. They are towards the end. A serious student will go and read them. Go and read them, okay? Okay? That once you take initiation, you should be able to do all your money programs all the time. And even if you are in a place where you cannot sing, you should just silently meditate on the programs, or you can make recordings of the programs and you can be playing them, silently to your hearing, not to disturb others. You want to practice spiritual life, it's not to show. So if external circumstances are not favorable, you can still practice more in meditation silently. So that even if you are living with your parents, you can be chanting and they don't know you are chanting. If you cannot face them, if you don't have the understanding to explain to them, then you have to avoid certain practices that will provoke them. Yes. And that people are always postponing their surrender in the material world. That's why they are suffering lifetime after lifetime. As a devotee or someone who has come in contact with this movement, don't postpone your surrender to God. Don't postpone it. Start now. Okay? Okay? And it is also an offense to try to influence other people to take initiation from a particular guru that you yourself you like. Hey, you are my friend now. Let us take initiation from the same guru. Don't try to persuade anybody. Okay? So, please. Then, we should also have a plan schedule to read. Oh my God. If you are not the one giving class, you should mute, for God's sake. Aribo, back in Ivy, there's so much noise coming from your end, though. So much noise is coming from your end. Okay, that's okay now. That's okay. So you should be reading, Srila Prabhupada's books. You should be reading Srila Prabhupada books. And we should create a schedule. If we can read for like 30 minutes a day, only 30 minutes a day is okay. Even if it is 20 minutes, but we should make it steady. Even if it's 15 minutes, we should make it steady. Every day, you should plan to read at least 15 minutes a day so that you can understand Prabhupada's mind. Because Prabhupada is a pure devotee. If you are associating with his mind, then your purification is guaranteed. Okay? Then there are some objective criteria for selecting our guru. Diksha Guru especially, that you should ask yourself this question. Do I have full conviction and faith in this guru's character, his capacity, his competence, his care in offering inspiration, education, and training, and in certain facilities for practicing Krishna consciousness? Ask yourself this question. Then also ask yourself this question again. What is his alignment with Srila Prabhupada? Can I serve under him, with a lifelong commitment? Can I give my life fully to him for the whole lifetime? Is he so properly aligned with Srila Prabhupada? Is he a true Prabhupada? You follow Prabhupada. Everything Prabhupada did, he is doing it with all sincerity and attentiveness. Ask yourself that question before you take a guru. Say, am I particularly inspired by his Vani or by his instructions, or I'm just attracted to his physical body? Am I seriously particularly inspired by the instructions he gives? When he gives instructions, I follow it, I get results. Am I really inspired by his instruction, or I'm just carried away by his physical? personal magnetism when it's physically present? Ask yourself these questions. Then ask yourself, is he actually committed to lifting me up in my Krishna consciousness, either directly or indirectly, through his instructions? Ask yourself these questions. Then if the answer is yes, then go ahead and take a guru. I'm not the one to tell you to take which guru. All gurus are one. Take the one that inspires you. Then that brings us to the present, to the doorstep of lesson 7, initiation vows. Lesson 7, initiation vow. Isn't allowing share? Is Janma still there? He said, I'm not giving me sharing right now. Sri Janma, are you there? Janma Sami, are you there? Please give me sharing rights. Give me the right to share, please. Thank you. I want to share something with the students.
I've done that.
Thank you very much, Janma. Thank you very much. Here we are. Lesson 7. Is it? What I'm saying here is it lesson 7? I'm saying initiation vows. Yes, that is lesson 7, initiation vows. Yes. This is lesson 7. Initiation vows. Lesson 7. How do we maintain our vows? What are the vows? And how do we maintain? What are these 4 vows? What are the 4 regulative principles? And why do we take them? What are these 4 regulative principles? What are the 4 regulative principles? Number 1, no meat eating, fish or eggs. No intoxication. Smoking cigarettes, smoking ganja, smoking of all kinds, injecting ourselves. No intoxication. No illicit sex. Sex outside of marriage, premarital or extramarital, is illicit. No gambling. There are 4 pillars of religion. There are 4 pillars of religion. And how do these 4 pillars of religion relate with these 4 principles, 4 regulative principles? I say religion or Dharma is standing on 4 legs in the form of a bull. Dharma is standing on 4 legs or 4 pillars. And if any of these pillars is destroyed, it becomes a wobbling condition, wobbling. Imagine one leg of a chair. is taken out, is broken, it becomes a wobbling situation. And the chair will wobble and fall on that side because it will be out of equilibrium. So there are 4 pillars of religion, and if any of them is broken, it affects the balance or the bull of religion, that is standing on 4 legs, if one leg is broken. And we say these 4 pillars of sinful activities, they directly attack the 4 pillars of religion. So meat eating is attacking one of the pillars. Intoxication is attacking one of the pillars. Illicit sex is attacking one of the pillars. And gambling is attacking one of the pillars. Pillar under attack. Meat eating attacks the pillar of religion called Daya. Daya means mercy. Okay? Daya means mercy. When you are eating meat, you see the mercilessness involved in cutting the neck of a cow or a goat. Sometimes you see them, those who are killing it, they will use some style to kill the big animal. And they take pleasure in it, and they glorify the person who is able to kill it so expertly. And they drain the blood, and they do so many things, cut the flesh into pieces systematically, just dislocating the different limbs of the animal, systematically, expertly, professionally. So it is the epitome of mercilessness when animal is being butchered. So no meat eating means a devotee who wants to come out of mercilessness will first avoid meat eating, because meat eating destroys the leg of the pillar of religion called mercy. 4 pillars of religion and 4 breakers of these pillars. So it is meat eating, fish or egg, that breaks mercy. Merciless. I am a man. I'm a woman. I have children. The goat has children. And I go and knock down the mother of the goats, making the children motherless, just because my tongue wants to eat the flesh of the mother goat. Don't you see the lifelong, anxiety you cause the mothers of the goats? Just for the sake of gratifying one of your senses, you just destroy mercilessly. You make them motherless, kill the mother. G. Gaddafi, ask your question, Gaddafi G. Gaddafi Prabhu, you have a question, true or false? If yes, then ask the question. Okay. In the absence of that, we continue. The second leg of religion is broken by intoxication. What is that leg? Tapa. Tapa means austerity. If you go to some section of Bhagavad Gita, these principles are all explained, what it means, what austerity means. Austerity means accepting voluntary inconveniences for a higher cause. Accepting voluntary inconveniences for a higher cause. When I say no meat eating, everybody around us is eating meat. So immediately you stand out as being strange. So if you don't eat meat, then what you eat like poor people. You only eat vegetable like goats. You don't eat meat, then you are not eating, you are not living. To live means to eat this meat. They are all meant for our eating, our feeding. So to be able to withdraw from eating meat in the midst of meat eaters, it is austerity. Tapo, tapa. They will call it tapo divyam, divine austerity, because the goal is a higher goal. You want to promote mercy We want to promote peaceful coexistence. Therefore, you refrain from committing violence, even though everyone around you is committing violence, is living in violence, is just living in violence. He kill the animal, he cook it, he eat it, and he doesn't see anything wrong with it. And he's very comfortable standing where they are killing the animals, and he's standing there and he's waiting, encouraging the person killing the animal. Kill now. I want to buy the leg. He carries it home and go and dichotomize it and put inside the pot and put everything together, boil it, including spices, start gourmetizing. So it is unaustere. Austerity begins when the object of enjoyment is there, but you decide not to enjoy it because of a higher understanding. That is the beginning of austerity. You see your brothers and sisters eating, consuming, smashing the head of a goat and drinking the liquids inside, eating all the intestines and salivating when they see any dead anything, any animal dead. They begin to salivate like tiger. See dead body salivate. They also salivate when they see dead animal. They start choosing the parts. Say it is unaustere. Austerity begins when they are roasting the thigh of the grasshopper, and you are there. You are not interested. You feel disgusted, and you just walk away. Understand? That is austerity. So anything that people are addicted to doing, and you were doing before, but now you have decided to stop it for a higher purpose. It is called, acceptance of voluntary inconvenience for a higher purpose. It is called austerity. So it is intoxication that destroys. It is intoxication that destroys austerity. Because how does it do it? When somebody is involved in taking any kind of intoxicant, you see that the person becomes very, very weak in his determination. He neither has willingness nor the ability to control the senses anymore. He will not be willing to control his senses in the first place. And if even he wills, he doesn't have the ability to control the senses. Is weak. So intoxication weakens one's determination and also the willingness to do the right thing. Intoxication, you become very loose. And when the senses are unrestrictedly loose, then one goes on to commit other sinful activities without any consideration. So intoxication, you see drunkards, what they can do. Many people, they drink before they after drinking, they start looking for sex under the influence. And they talk loosely and do all the things shamelessly, all the shameless things you can ever think of. They can do it when they drink. And some cannot even dance in a public gathering unless they are drunk. So they have to drink first to put themselves off, then they can go and dance. But the devotees do not drink. But you see they are dancing in Ketan. They dance until the two legs are off the ground at the same time. Like a horse, they are just galloping, pie, without drinking. You see? So they are intoxicated by the holy name, not by any kind of drink or smoke. Okay? Then naturally when you drink, the next thing is, where is sex? And once you are into unrestricted, unregulated sex, it brings about dirtiness. So cleanliness, illicit sex destroys cleanliness. Illicit sex destroys cleanliness. Cleanliness is called sociam. Illicit sex destroys cleanliness because it's very, very dangerous, man. But we are coming to something a bit deeper about these regulatory principles. And gambling also destroys truthfulness. Satya means truthfulness. Daya means mercy. Tapa means austerity. Sucha means cleanliness. And Satya means truthfulness. Meat eating destroys mercy. Intoxication destroys austerity. Illicit sex destroys cleanliness. And gambling destroys truthfulness. We are going to pick these things up one by one because there are two ways of approaching in the keeping of the rules and regulations, these principles, two ways, two critical ways of approach. One of the ways for keeping these vows is to ask yourself the question, what do I do to practice them? What do I do to practice them? Because we know that these are all dirty, all the left say they are dirty, they are detrimental to spiritual life. And they are destroying what is conducive to spiritual life. So if you want to fix your spiritual life, you have to avoid all these things on the left of the screen. And you have to practice all the things on the right of the screen. So what are the ways? There are two approaches. If you want to practice mercy, if you want, you need to avoid meat eating. How do you go about it? Ask yourself this question. What do I do to practice this principle? Then, two, what are some other ways, other details that we should be aware of in practicing them? Yes, in trying to avoid them, which are the things we need to avoid in addition that are promoters of those things we need to avoid? So, let us go a little bit. Now, let us talk of wasting time. To waste time in frivolous activities is equal to gambling. Let's take gambling first. Gambling generally means expecting a bigger result, very big result that is disproportionate to the effort you put. Because effort and results should be directly proportional. But to put very small input and expect very big output, the mindset is already corrupted by the propensity to harvest where you did not sow. It is corrupted mentality to put just very little energy somewhere and expect very big results on the other side. Huh? So let us be aware. That is the basis of gambling. So by extension, all this playing gamble, lotto, you put small money and you are expecting to win something very, very big. And you tell small truth and you tell big lies somewhere. Sometimes you are telling something, telling lie to cover another lie. And you must tell a bigger lie to cover this other one. So in that way, you just get caught up in the network of lies just because you want to cover something. So gambling is very, very dangerous. There are so many aspects of gambling. It is not only lotto, it is not only telling lie directly, but there are something with any kind of waste of time, valuable time for useless things. It's also gambling. People gamble away their time. And some example how we waste and kill time. Let us see. How do we waste time? When we are gossiping, when we involve ourselves in gossiping, it is a waste of time. Talking ill about others. Talking about this person, talking about that person, is a way of wasting your valuable time, and you are gambling away your time. That's you are gambling away your valuable time. Unnecessary socializing. You just sit down, when 2 or 3 of you sit down, you just talk about everything. You don't even care that time is passing. You avoid all important instead of chanting. You are there socializing, drinking, talking prajapa, doing all kinds of things. Socializing. Then to get yourself buried in mobile phone, always just your head is inside the phone. Your head is inside the phone. You cannot do anything without the phone. As soon as you forget your phone, hey, you are crazy for the whole day. All these are ways to show that you are addicted and you are wasting your time in frivolous, unbeneficial things. Reading of mundane literatures is another way of wasting your valuable time, gambling away your valuable time. You know, these are some of the symptoms. Mobile phone. If your mobile phone is, you are addicted to your mobile phone, if you want to know, these are some of the symptoms. Yes, if you leave your phone behind, you see how you feel. If you feel very bad and frantic to get the phone back, you know that you are addicted to a phone. Yes. If you are leaving home and your mobile is half charged, you become very disturbed because it can go off anytime in the minute. These are symptoms to know that you are addicted to mobile phone. That means you are so deep in wasting time, wasting your valuable time away in mobile phones that once your phone is not fully charged, you are getting so disturbed already. Please, if you are not speaking, you should mute your phone, please. William Abbey. William Abbey, please mute.
Prabhu, I have a question.
Okay. What's your question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Haribo.
By taking part of American lottery, is it part of the gambling?
It's gambling, no?
You see, when the American lottery come, you fill a form, and one day you'll be there and they call you that you won American lottery. You and your family, you have to locate to the foreign land to go and work. So that one,
it's gambling. It's a form of gambling, yeah. After all, they call it lotto. They call it lotto. Anything where you see lotto added to this, there is gambling. You may just lose your money. You fill the form, you put the probability of your getting your money back is 1/10. You will not even get your money back. It's 0/10. Once you put it down, when they collect from thousands of people and they give one person the chance, it's gambling. They have gambled you when you are trying to gamble. They gambled your money away. That is it. If there are 1 million people applying for the visa, each person is to pay maybe 500 cedis or 1,000. When you are putting it, because you are expecting something very big, if you succeed, if they pick you, they are going to, what you will get is so big that you don't consider that 1,000 to be anything. So if 1 million people or maybe 500 people put 1,000, that is 500,000. If 500 puts 500,000 cedis, you know how much it is? Then one person they give it to. So all the other 499 people, there are 500 people, 499 people, their money is gone. So while they lure you to come and gamble, they gamble you. Anybody who is interested in staking something like that, the person is registering for being gambled. And if they gamble plenty people like that, then they give it to one person. If they remove the expenses they make, it's not 1/10, 1/20th of what they have gotten out of it. So gambling is a dirty game whereby the winner takes everything, leaving nothing to the loser. It is not encouraged because you are practicing the art of reaping where you do not sow. The art of greed, you are preparing the art of insincerity. You are consciously learning it. Whereas it's some downtrodden something. It's something you should come out from, but you are deliberately learning it. So it is something to be avoided, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
So let's say if maybe I have dreamt of about some 2 sure numbers, and I'm to stake it and then win very big, and then for the purpose of service, I think of buying maybe one cow. I've win big money, so I want to buy one cow for the purpose for the of service to the temple. Is it also a sin?
Yes, Babu. Because the art you go, the art of trying to get that cow is to plug your own self into the socket of insincerity. Because what you are going to put is very, very small. And you'll be made to expect something very big. But because people want to reap where they did not sow, lots of people, thousands of people will go in for it, and they will take everybody's money and give just one person the ticket, just to encourage other people to come on board. So you can imagine the money they make out of you when they lure you and you fall into the trap. You want to gamble with them. They gamble you and just pacify one person at random. So you think you have won. In the process, you can lose and lose and lose and lose and lose, and they gather your money. You play 10 times. They maybe take like 10,000 from you. Money that is not there for things. While you are hoping, when they are fanning your fire of hope, they lure you into bringing what you have to add to what they have. This is the gambling. So it's a way of practicing insincerity and promoting it and encouraging it and propagating it. They implicate you in it. They make you their own useful idiots for promoting it, talking good about it, so that you can get deeper and deeper and deeper into that chain of lie and insincerity. So it's something very dangerous. That's why some people who become addicted to it, they're always expecting that they will win. And whatever they have, they are gambling, they remove everything, add to it, to bet, and they lose. Whatever they have, they lose their own mind. And you see them talking to themselves, calculating numbers while walking on the street. And sometimes they even forget that their clothes are torn now. And they start looking like destitutes. It starts small, but it graduates into all that. So someone gamble all his life away. It's something not advisable. Don't just try it. Unless you have money that you got carelessly and you don't care if you lose it. You go and put it. You just lose your money, that's all. In the end, they just give it to one person they like. Maybe even already the person they want to give, they know. Or even if they don't know. I mean, after taking lots of people's money, you just pacify one person out of all of them. So the probability is very low. Probability is 1 over 1 million. If 1 million people are to gamble, the probability is 1 over 1 million. If only one person is to win, and if 10 people are to win, then the probability is 10 over 1 million. Why should you plug yourself into such a thing? It's not encouraged. It promotes insincerity, and it deepens insincerity. It makes insincerity to look like normal in the society. It's something to be avoided as much as possible. Okay, that is about that. Then we talk of we're talking about gambling, isn't it? Yes. We are talking about gambling. But let's just run to truthfulness and see. Truthfulness is social. So, Satya. Okay, gambling destroys truthfulness. So yes, we talk about gambling, the negative side of it. Now talking about truthfulness. Truthfulness is the positive side of not gambling. Not gambling means truthfulness. So this is the leg of the cow we want to maintain, truthfulness. Why gambling destroys it, truthfulness restores the leg of the cow. So While practicing avoiding gambling is to practice truthfulness. Okay? This is how to practice it. While you are practicing avoiding how to avoid gambling, you'll be using the other hand to practice truthfulness, how to promote truthfulness. Then, how do we promote truthfulness, or how do we practice truthfulness? We have seen how we should avoid gambling, why we should avoid gambling. Then, how do we practice truthfulness? One way to practice truthfulness in this our system now is to align your thoughts, your words, your deeds for the pleasure of Guru Krishna and the devotees, and try to live by it. This is how to practice truthfulness. You align your thought. To align means to work in harmony. Okay? You align your thoughts, your words and deeds. Your thoughts, words, and deeds should be in harmony with Guru Krishna and devotees and devotional service. That is one way of practicing truthfulness. If you are practicing the truthfulness in this way, automatically your interest in duplicity or gambling will reduce proportionately. You get it? You got it? Then to not give hypocrisy any chance. Yes, you need to be brutally honest. Don't give hypocrisy any chance if you want to practice truthfulness. Don't give hypocrisy or double-facedness. Don't give it any chance, any. Not even have any. Don't give chance, no chance. That means you have to be brutally honest. To be brutally honest means instead of playing duplicity in order to get the favor of the person before you, your superior, you tell him the truth. Like Dhruva Maharaj, for instance. Dhruva Maharaj wanted a kingdom bigger than his father's kingdom. And he went into the forest. He was so determined, 5-year-old boy. Went into the forest because his stepmother told him that you can find God in the forest. He entered there, he was going. He was going. Then the news went around the universe. Now the Muni appeared before him. Hey, little boy, what are you doing in the forest? Go back to your palace. What are you doing? You are too young to be in the forest. There are so many ferocious animals. What are you doing here? Go back. They say, Narada, I want to see Vishnu. I want to see Vishnu. And my stepmother told me that I can only find Vishnu in the forest. And I'm determined to see him. So if you can help me to see him, okay. But if you cannot help me to see Vishnu, you better give me a chance. That means you can't help me. Let me be brutally honest with you. This is what I want. I don't want to, play any duplicity. I don't want to play game. Let me tell you the truth. This is called brutal honesty. Say, little boy. And he told him, right, if you are not ready to help me, then you should go. There's nothing there. You are too young to be in forest. You should be playing ball or something in the house, in the palace. He said, no, I'm not a young boy. I'm a Kshatriya. My blood is that of a soldier. So I'm here. I can die for the truth. I'm ready to die for the truth, for what I want. So if you cannot tell me the truth or how to, that means you are not capable of helping me. Then you should go. Then after another saw his determination, he decided to help him. Okay, since you are determined that I sit down and chant this mantra. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. 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 Om Namo. Till he stopped breathing. He chanted for days. At a point, he stopped eating. He chanted, he stopped breathing. He's chanting, he's trance. Then the whole universe started to shake. the whole universe, demigods were falling down from their airplane because the earth was losing equilibrium. Then immediately they traced what is the source of this energy. They found Dhruva Maharaj here. Then the Lord appeared before Dhruva Maharaj. The demigods ran to Vishnu and said, look, oh, there is one small boy there performing serious austerity. All our planets are falling. What to do? Vishnu immediately rushed there. Dhruva Maharaj, he touched his head with his conscience, transcendental conscience. And Dhruva Maharaj senses, all his senses became separately enlivened. And Dhruva Maharaj said, yeah, he started making big prayers. At last, he said, what exactly, what do you want? He said, I don't want anything. I've seen you, all my desires are gone. Oh, they are all like broken pieces of glasses. What do we do with broken pieces of glasses? The Lord said, I'm pleased with your austerities. I will bless you. You will get a kingdom bigger than your father. And myself will even come and become the gate man for you in your kingdom. So he blessed Dhruva Maharaj. And Dhruva Maharaj got all that he wanted. Even though he said, even though you say you don't want it, I will give it to you. And I will give you every other thing that follows. And he did give him. So this is called brutal honesty. You don't, because of circumstances, try to hide the truth or try to say you're applying diplomacy. Say the truth, and the truth will set you free. Okay? Rather than putting a show, we reveal our challenges to at least one or two devotees that we trust. In other words, we should avoid impression management. To bring this to our daily devotional practices, every devotee has some challenges, either with his mind, something bothering his mind, but he doesn't want to reveal it to people. Because when you reveal your mind to other devotees, instead of helping you to come out of your difficulty, they will increase it by spreading your confidential secret to everyone. So even though it is one of the 6 ways of loving exchanges among devotees to reveal one's mind in confidence and to inquire confidentially, you cannot reveal your mind. Because from practical experience, you have seen that when you reveal your mind to someone, the person will, most of the time, go and spread everything everywhere and spoil things for you. So from that experience, you don't want to reveal your mind. But it's again the practices of devotional service. You must reveal your mind to someone. So what you do is that look around the devotees. Look and see 1 or 2 devotees that you can trust. Then you reveal your mind in confidence to them. Then they will now help you decode, clarify things, and remove that blockage. Otherwise, many of the cases of suicide that people are committing, people commit suicide because they don't have anybody to confide. They don't trust anyone. They cannot confide in anyone. They cannot share. Meanwhile, they are suffering so hard in their mind until the mind tells them to go and commit suicide, and they commit suicide. But if you have other devotees, you reveal your mind to this thing is disturbing me. This is my personal weakness. I need to be honest because we are trying to practice truthfulness. Let me tell somebody. Then you look at somebody that is mature and you know that you can confide in. You reveal your mind to that person. Then the person give you advice and bring you out of that kind of quagmire, psychological quagmire. Brings you out. So this is how we can practice this among ourselves. So rather than putting up a show, we should reveal our challenges to at least 1 or 2 devotees that we trust. And if we don't trust any devotee in that environment, we can reveal our mind in confidence to our Gurudev. You call your spiritual master, your Diksha Guru, say, Gurudev, please, I have this problem in my mind. Something is disturbing me. This is exactly what is disturbing my mind. What do I do in order to overcome it? Then the Guru will now give you, with all his experiences, he advise you. Then you go and implement it and you become free from it instantly. This is how to practice it. But if you, out of fear, of being spread, decide to keep everything to your mind, you see some people commit suicide out of it, or you lose your devotional service entirely for some little truthful movement you should have made. So we should practice truthfulness in this way and avoid impression management. Impression management is that first impression is lasting impression. So people want to impress people. They want to tell people that this is what they are, whereas that is not what they are. All the wigs that you see women wearing, they are part of impression management. You don't know. Sorry, our ladies wearing wigs who are on this platform. There are some of them who will refuse to show their face because we are talking about them now. It's impression management. Those who paint their mouth, paint their lips, paint their eyes, is impression management. Don't impression manage anybody if you want to be truthful. So they say impression management is lasting. First impression is lasting impression. That is their slogan. First impression is lasting impression. So when you appear, the way the people first see you, that is how they take you. That's how they judge you. So they do what is called impression management. It is very big field in marketing. You have to appear like this. In all the adverts, you see the first appearance, just to captivate the attention of the people. Then they tell them what they want and sell what they want to sell for them. Make them feel that without that thing, they cannot survive. Life will be better with you if you buy this. In this way, you buy so many things. Each time they are coming up with newly improved. That means your house can be full of all these things. And after getting all the things around you, still you are not happy. Eh? If you have 20 pairs of shoes and you surround yourself with the 20 pairs of shoes, will you be, if you are hungry and you surround yourself with 20 pairs of shoes, will you be satisfied? If you are hungry and you surround yourself with 20 phones, will you be satisfied just by surrounding yourself with the phones? No. But impression management has led to people buying all the things that they don't need to be happy, just because they were told that they will be happy if they get those things. And they are buying this, buying that. They have traded community for commodity. Commodity do not address the soul, okay? It should be people-oriented. And you should practice personalism. You buy 10 cars, so you sit in the middle of the 10 cars. Will you become happy? Or will your hunger go? You will still be hungry. You must go and eat food before you can be satisfied. So it is false. It is a result of impression management. Yeah. Any question? Okay. Accountability. How does accountability come under truthfulness? In every respect, in our lives, or in every respect of our lives, we must be responsible and accountable. If you are responsible and accountable, responsible means to take responsibility means you see that you are the cause of the situation you are in. You are ready to take responsibility. And you are ready to be accountable. You are ready to take whatever reaction that you need to get. You will not want to run away from the reaction of what you did. That is accountability. How does it help truthfulness? When you take responsibility for what you do, definitely you already pay. You pay the price already. So you become free. Truth will set you free. You stand by the truth and protect the truth. The truth will also protect you. It makes things straight for you. Because the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. It's a mathematical axiom. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. So truth makes everything easier for you. It shortens, it opens the way and let you move faster, progress faster in life. Then, how does La Prabhupada define truthfulness in Bhagavad Gita? Go and find out. It's an assignment. Truthfulness in Bhagavad Gita. If you go to Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, 8 to 12, yes, you see some of those qualities. Then go and look for truthfulness and what Srila Prabhupada said about truthfulness. Okay? These are the grossest forms of practicing truthfulness. So the principle is, while avoiding the negative injunctions, we should also start following the positive injunctions. When we stop gambling, we're practicing how to stop gambling, we should also simultaneously practice truthfulness. When we want to start practicing avoiding illicit sex, we should practice cleanliness. When you want to start practicing avoidance of intoxication, we must learn how to practice self-control or austerity. While trying to practice stopping of meat eating, we should simultaneously develop mercy. This illicit sex is very dangerous because when you start contemplating on the objects of the senses, so many things happen. The 8 stages of fall down, they are inside there. There are 8 stages of fall down. Fall down does not just happen overnight. 8 stages. Contemplating on the objects of the sensing, developing attachment for the sense objects. And when the attachment develops into lust, when lust is not fulfilled, anger arises. When anger matures, it matures into bewilderment or delusion. Delusion matures into bewilderment of memory. From bewilderment of memory, loss of intelligence. From loss of intelligence, one fall down. So it's a chain. It's a chain of steps, there are steps in fall down. The fall down doesn't start overnight, you start with contemplation. So when that contemplation is going on, or the object of the senses, unclean thoughts begin to enter into your mind. And you give way to these thoughts. When they intensify, you want to put it into practice. Before you realize your rational faculty is corrupted. And when that happens, you see yourself, intelligence is doing that, and you fall down. You do something that you regret doing. You regret it later, but you have already done it. Lured by the uncontrolled mind and senses, you have done it. Then you begin to regret. Don't do what you will regret for later. Don't do now what you will regret for later. Then how do we avoid these negative injunctions of truthfulness? How do we practice truthfulness? Avoid gambling. Then we say we should daily study the scriptures. That is one way. Because we say avoid the negative, practice the positive. So daily we should study the scripture, because the scripture is all about truth. That is the content of the scripture. So if you abreast yourself with scriptural injunctions, when you fuel yourself with scriptural directions and conclusions, falsity is banished automatically. Just like in the presence of day, darkness does not exist. Yes. In the presence of light, darkness vanishes. So truthfulness will vanish insincerity or gambling directly. So study scriptures always. Read some portion before you sleep, even if it's 5 minutes. Every day you should develop the habit of reading, because the scriptures are directly words from God, words of God, words about God, how to live in a way that you will not get sinful reaction. So then also daily, you should hear from the spiritual master. You read the scripture, you hear from the spiritual master on daily basis. either from Prabhupada by playing Prabhupada's tape or videos, you listen. Your spiritual master, if he's physically present, you attend his classes. If he's not physically present, you listen to his lectures. Then you listen to whoever is giving class in the temple, either morning or evening, if you are not there. If you are not there in the temple, then you can also listen to lectures by other devotees. And also, every day you should practice speaking about Krishna to somebody. Every day you should talk to someone Krishna, talk to somebody about Krishna. Read, hear, or recite Krishna Katha or Krishna Upadesh. Talk about God to somebody every day. Try to talk to somebody about God every day. You should try to hear what people are saying about God every day. You should try to read the holy books every day. Try to talk about some of the pastimes of Krishna. Can you get it? So in a nutshell, let me test you now. How do we start becoming truthful? Please answer me.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah.
If you want to come for people, then it means you have to study the scriptures.
You have to study the scriptures, please. Take this home. Everybody, take it home. Yes.
You have to follow the Guru Parampara. That's you have to
follow the Guru Parampara. Follow means follow their instructions.
Yes.
Yes. Somebody else to answer also. How do we practice truthfulness, Matajis and Prabhus? If you don't answer, I will call your name.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, please, we should daily hear from our spiritual master, Idc Prabhupada. You should listen to the lectures of Srila Prabhupada and our spiritual master.
Okay, very good, very good. We should hear from our spiritual masters, listen to Prabhupada's lectures, listen to other devotees' lectures. Okay? And we should speak about Krishna on a daily basis to somebody. These are a very practical way of practicing truthfulness. Okay? If you are in the temple, attend the lectures in the temple. Okay? Now, let's go to no illicit sex. We are going. No illicit sex. How do we define it generally? By definition, not having premarital or extramarital affairs. That is the meaning of no illicit sex. Sex before marriage, sex after marriage. That means sex outside of your married partner. Illicit sex. To think of it is the beginning, contemplation of it. If you constantly think of it, you will be moved to try to put it to practice what you have been thinking of. So avoid it from the outset. Don't just give energy to that thought, because it cannot benefit you anywhere, anytime. So no illicit sex also means to engage in sex only for the purpose of procreation. Only for the purpose of procreation. Procreation. To procreate. To have children. That should be the purpose. And also, no illicit sex also means no employment of artificial means. Employing artificial means to satisfy the senses is also illicit sex. And by that, we say we should look at, every woman should look at every man as a father or brother, while every man should look on every woman as his mother. Every woman apart from his wife should look upon her as his mother. That is how to practice it. So few more thoughts about negative injunctions on illicit sex. That means don't think of it in your thoughts. Don't think of it in the first place. Don't contemplate on it. Don't contemplate on it, because if you contemplate on it, that will give energy to the next level. Before you realize you are on the next level until your intelligence will become bewildered. At that time, nothing can stop you. You see yourself going to do it, then after you regret. So in thoughts, words, and deeds, not to think of it at all. Don't talk about it. Don't plan it. Don't think of it. Don't talk about it. Do not plan it. Don't think about it. Don't talk about it. Don't plan it. You get the formula? Don't think about it. Don't talk about it. Don't plan it. Also, avoid exposure to it. Don't go and secretly be peeping into where they are doing a nightclub and things like that. Don't go and peep. Don't get exposure to it. You regret what you will do next. You see? It is said at first glance, because as you are walking around, you cannot close your eyes. Because if you close your eyes while walking, you will jam somebody, or you will fall into gutter, or you will enter into, bump into a car. So if in your first glance you see some unhealthy sight like that, maybe a man is romancing a woman, or you see somebody dressed, or the body is very revealing. First look, that first glance, you are considered innocent. Second glance, if you look back again, you see it for the first time, and you want to look again, you are becoming purposeful. If you look the third time, you are already a rascal. Already, you are a rascal. They say in countries like Brazil, it is a common practice. When you are walking on the street, you will see lots of them right and left in parks and gardens, boys and girls just lost into each other, standing transfixed in amorous embrace. Anywhere you see kissing. This one is kissing, this one is kissing, this one. It's not a small, they are romancing themselves actually. On the street, you passing through gardens, you see a lot of this. So it is very difficult to practice brahmachari life here. Many devotees in those areas, they fall down into illicit sex. So if they are practicing it seriously outside there, if they come to temple, any little chance you see also, since they are just coming from outside, you can see them kissing somewhere, just outside of the temple. To them, it is civilization. high civilization, they don't see anything wrong with it. So, but we are lucky that these things are not common here. At least we still have some self-respect here. Maybe you can see some of those things in the beaches, but it is not a general thing. Or you go to some gardens before, confidential gardens, before you can see those, or you go to club before you go and see those things. All those places, avoid them. Where those things are being practices, avoid them. But if you are on your way just walking around, you see such thing for the first glance, at first glance, you are considered innocent. The French people sing some song. Primagaou nepagaou. First sin is not a sin. The first sight is not actually a sin. You are innocent. Okay, primagaou means first fool is not a fool. Somebody come to fool you for the first time, you are trusting. Then if you allow the person to fool you the second time, then you are a fool. The first fool is not a fool. Because you are being trustworthy and you are trustful, you are trusting people. You think that others are trustworthy, so you go and trust the wrong person and they turn it the other way. So first fool is not a fool. That's the song they sing. Premier gaou ne pa gaou. Premier first. Gaou fool. Premier gaou ne pa gaou. So first glance is innocent. You see something like that and your mind immediately prick you. Look again. If you look it back for the second time, you are becoming purposeful. And the third glance, you are already a rascal. Why do you glance at it first, second times, and third time now? You want to do, Abi? Okay. Okay now. You're a rascal. So, if our colleagues bring talks of these things to us, what do we do? You either walk away, you preach to him and defeat him, or, whatever discussion you entertain, whatever kind of thing you entertain now will be the thing that the basis that the person will be relating to. So right from the first contact, when they bring talks like this about women, about this, about, immediately tell them you are not interested, please. If you have any other topic to talk about, bring it. But for this one, I'm not interested. Please. So that is how to go about it. You avoid. If you entertain it, it will come again. And you want to stop him that time, you feel that you are becoming rude. Why? Is it not the same you will talk about this the other day? Why are you playing holier than thou now? We ask him. So bad thing is to first talk with him very sweetly. Let him know that you are not interested. And we call this one Sama, Sanskrit. And if that doesn't work, then Dana, give him gifts. Please, I'm not interested in these talks. So if you have some transcendental literatures or some kind of nice pen drive containing chanting and spiritual subject matter topics, you can give to him, you give him gifts that will benefit him. If he's bringing that topic to you, you give him gifts that will benefit you. If he doesn't take that one also, then divide and rule policy. Immediately you can remove the topic from that, try to talk another topic. Give him another topic to talk about. Not this, you want to come and talk about me with football. I don't know anything about that. Change the topic. Instead, why don't we talk about this? These are concerned commercial interests, needs and concerns. Talk about this. How can we do food for life? How can we distribute or bring some people to the temple? He's not interested, that he's still wanting to bring his association to you. Then tell him that if it's a working place, tell him I will report you to the authority, company authority. If you continue, this is what you want to be doing with me, I will report you to the authority, the managers or director. Then immediately we withdraw. Otherwise, he will continue to worry you. He wants you to be on the same boat with him. If you are in a working place, or if you are a working devotee, and your mates in the workplace try to implicate you in talking about women, how to have sex, how to be smart, and all those things, try to avoid those talks. And if they come, find a way to tell them that you are not interested. If they come again and again, tell them you are not interested, then you give him something alternative, something that is good for him. If he doesn't take and still insisting in implicating in those stuff, you threaten him that you report him to the managers. Then he will stop. That the best way is to talk to him politely, let him understand you're not interested. And some people will not be interested, but they are not interested in those talks, but they will not go away also. They say they are not interested, but they will sit down and be secretly listening to those talks. What about that? Or you say you are not interested in watching pornographic, and somebody is watching it, you are also peeping, using one eye to look in. It's very dangerous for you. So the best thing is to develop a healthy discourse towards him and let him know that you are not interested in such talks. Blank, make your stand clear and avoid this association. So what are some healthy ways of positive practicing cleanliness? We are talking this in relation to cleanliness because illicit sex destroys cleanliness. Cleanliness is called sucha. Hare Krishna. I thought you wanted to say something. That's why I say Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, so I say now, you are not saying again.
Prabhu, it's just a testimony that I want to give.
Okay, go ahead.
I remember when Prabhu Dubare's dad, Asamoah's father, we were going to his funeral.
Yeah.
And then you were in the vehicle. And then
yes,
the driver decided to play. I think he was showing a movie. And you said, no, you can't show that movie. And some of the devotees were just talking. And you insisted that we should not show that movie. And then all I saw was the driver just put the TV off. And that was good. So it means practically what you are teaching is what you are doing. I guess
yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, it was true. It is true. We were going and this guy was playing some very rough comic music. We are devotees. We have rented your vehicle. Will you be imposing on us the kind of music you want to hear? We are the owner. We are the one in charge. We have our way of thinking. So you should take our own and play so that we enjoy it. We are the one in charge of the vehicle now. We have chartered it. If it's in a public vehicle, you just block your ears with something and begin to listen to something else. But if it is a chartered vehicle, you tell them, this you will not entertain this. Some plays on violent films also. Violent films. We are not practicing violence. Change it. Change it to some comedy or something that we can learn some lesson from. Not how to kill. We are not practicing how to kill. So it's practical. The choice is yours. If your interest is there, you get whatever you want. But if your interest is not there, you find a way to regulate it. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. So now, what are some positive ways of practicing cleanliness? What are some positive ways of practicing cleanliness? First, we have to treat every woman as our mother. Yeah, man. Every woman except your wife, see her as your mother. Treat her as your mother, relate to her as your mother. Then, to treat other man's property as garbage. This is according to Chanakya Pandit. This is according to Chanakya Pandit. Treat other men's property as garbage. If somebody has 10 cars, you don't even have a bicycle. Don't try to become greedy and compare yourself to that person. Everybody has his destiny. Therefore, what is not for you is not for you. You have to practice contentment. Be satisfied with what you have and make a genuine endeavor to get whatever more that you want. But don't just envy others who have it. It is there, but it's not yours. Know it from within you that it's not yours, and it's not meant for you. So don't become so attracted by somebody else's property that, in fact, you are lying down, you are worshiping the person just because he has property. Is it for you? So you should practice seeing other people's property, however attractive it is. It's not meant for you, it's garbage for you. That garbage doesn't mean that you are looking down on it too. It's another form of envy, but just remove your mind that it's not for you. And that person deserves it, that's why he has it. And when your time comes, you will get also. Then to treat others the way you want them, you want to be treated. Some other way of practicing cleanliness. Do unto others what you want others do unto you. And this is a clue. How do we positively practice cleanliness? Again, I ask. Avoid unnecessary free mixing between men and women. Unnecessary free mixing between men and women. It's in the name of being friendly. The Mataji collect prasad, you collect prasad, you start putting hand in your plate and you're eating. So you also put hand in your plate and you're mixing freely. Whereas you are not supposed to be free because you know what you carry, you know what you carry. You are not carrying the same kind of energy. So you know you're a man. Know your boundaries. She knows she's a woman. She knows her boundary. See, so free mixing, we check everybody's excesses and also give a signal that it is not entertained. No free mixing. You can go Hare Krishna, or you have some philosophical talks. The mother asks you to explain something to her, and you will not say you will not explain. If there is a competent mother who can explain, you can refer her to the person, find some excuse. But if you are the only one who is there to capable of explaining, you just explain to you. After all, we talk to people, we buy things from people, we can communicate with people without personal interest like that. So you should find a way to balance your association with women. Avoid unnecessary mixing between men and women. Or men and women go sit down, begin to talk, laughing and gisting and socializing. Not allowed, because it will lead to the other end. It will lead to exploitation of each other's body. Then we should be chanting internal japa always. There's external cleanliness, there's internal cleanliness. To constantly think about Krishna, to read about Krishna, to talk about Krishna, to chant japa within our minds, they are all ways of internal cleanliness. Constantly hearing about the pastimes of the Lord is internal cleanliness. Chanting internal japa, chant Hare Krishna mantra at the times from internal cleanliness. Chatudapanam, yeah, when you chant, it cleanses the mirror of the heart. Then when you are chanting even silently, it's cleansing the mind. Eat fresh food, always. Don't eat rotten old food. Externally, you should take baths at least twice daily. Wear fresh clothes to clean your home. Whenever you eat, you don't consider your eating complete if you have not washed your plates. The habit of keeping plates overnight, keeping plates for next time somebody to come and wash. Stop it. I say stop it. It is tantamount to dirtiness. You keep your plate after eating. You can eat from the plate, but you cannot immediately wash the plate. So you go and keep it for somebody. Did somebody eat the food into his stomach? Nevertheless, if there are some other people, younger people, they want to help you to serve you, yeah, you can allow them. But it should not be a habit to keep if you are in your home. And if you are in the temple also, your eating is not complete until you wash the plates. So in your home, don't keep unwashed plates, unwashed spoons. Why? Because many things happen when you keep plates and spoons like that. Cockroaches will come and lick them. Some flies will come and perch on them. You attract flies. You attract flies. And flies carry diseases. They will come and perch on your pots and your plates. And they will come and pass stool on them. Very tiny stool that you don't see. You'll be eating flies too. Without knowing it. Just by not washing your plate, you will be eating flies too. Just imagine how dirty it could be. Eh? And sometimes one gecko will come and lick your plates or lick your spoon. If you don't wash it properly and go and eat with it, you contact some sickness. And cockroaches. Oh, very bad. Cockroaches, they hide. As soon as nobody is there, they come and say, oh, use antenna to contaminate everything. As soon as they hear you coming, they run. That is their life. You know, hide and seek, eat and run. So, this is how to go about it. Always wash your plates. Clean your toilet. Scrub the floor. Dust your windows. Dust your televisions and your tables. Clean your environment. Okay? And always bath. Bath. For external one, you bath at least twice a day. You wash your clothes and always try to wear fresh clothes. Okay? Keep everything minimum. Live a simple life. And clean and well-maintained life. Then worship deity. Because deity worship also makes you punctual and clean, because these are the two principles for deity worship. Most important principle, cleanliness and punctuality. If you want to practice cleanliness and punctuality in your life, worship some deity. The simple deity to worship at home by Ashuda is picture form of deity. Best. Even that, see, punctuality is needed. Punctuality and cleanliness. Clean the environment where you keep the deity always. You bath. When you go to toilet, you bath before you come and touch the deities. Then if you urinate, you wash your hands. Always wash your clothes. Oh. Always chant for internal cleanliness. Always read scriptures for internal cleanliness. Do the external ones also. Now, no intoxication. We are going fast. We are going fast. No intoxication. Okay, we started 6:30. 6:16. We have 14 on this one. So, what are we not supposed to consume? as devotees, what are the things we are not supposed to consume?
Attention, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, please, we are not supposed to take alcohol, marijuana, anything that stimulates our mind, tea, coffee. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, chocolate. Yes, that is very correct. No coffee, no chocolate, no marijuana, no cigarettes, no alcohol, no drugs, no LSD, and their family members. Yes, what more again? Okay. These are the immediate things we should not consume. Then immediately let's summarize. What are the positive, austerities? Because intoxication destroys the leg of religion called austerity. So while avoiding intoxication, what are the positive practices we must indulge in order to become free from intoxication, or in order to become austere, register ourselves in the field of divine austerity? What are the things we're supposed to do? Positive. Wake up early in the morning. Yes. Wake up early in the morning and have doable morning program. Wake up early in the morning as practicing devotees. Wake up early in the morning. You want to become free from the effect of intoxication, if we want to reinstate ourselves in divine austerity. Wake up early in the morning and you have to do all the doable programs. Doable means your programs at home are adjusted according to time, place, and circumstance. When it will be conducive for you to do your program, that is the time you fix. Temple program is 4:30 and your program is conducive for you by 5 or 5:30, you do your program by 5:30. If you are alone, and if you are with other family members, you don't need to do any direct program. You just clean your pictures and you do your meditation silently. You can play the songs. Like all our programs, we make the songs available. You'll be playing them while listening to them. You are doing other things. You don't even need to stay there and come and be doing for the song. As the song is singing, you are sitting there looking at the deities. It's not compulsory like that. The deities know your situation more than you know. So they are ready to comply with whatever is conducive for you. They are flexible than flexible itself. The deities, they are more flexible than you. So, yes, it's very interesting. You can be playing, if it is Guru Pujas. Sri Guru Sharana Padma. No, let's start from Samsara. Samsara Dava Nalalida Loka Pranaya Karunya Gana Gana Tvam Raptasya Kalyana Gunana Vasya Bande Guru Sri Charana Ravinda. You play it gently. You lower it for your personal consumption. You don't play it to disturb other people. And if there are other people in the room, you can put the earpiece so that you can enjoy it without disturbing anybody. You're not trying to establish yourself as, impose on other people that what they are practicing is inferior, what you are practicing is superior. No. You have to be considerate, apply your situational intelligence. Apply what? Situational intelligence. That's why I say you should do doable morning programs. Doable. What is applicable in your environment is the doable program. So different strokes for different folks is situational approach. Okay? Do your program situationally. Then it's said that who protests the money program. He who protects the money program is also protecting. Because there is a lot of energy inside these programs we are doing. And I gave the analogy of a wood. If you see a wood, immediately you know that dry wood, there is fire inside the wood. But you don't see the wood. You don't see the fire, but you see only the wood. That doesn't mean there is no fire inside the wood. When you associate the wood with the proper elements, or you strike a matches, or you light up the wood with something, you see that there is wood, there is fire inside the wood. And the fire hiding inside the wood will begin to consume the whole wood. So similarly, like the fire in the womb, there is purification in all these positive devotional practices. There is purification in acting, under the direction of the spiritual master. It's a package that carries the fire of purification inside. There is potency inside these practices. All these practices are like wood that has fire inside them. That fire inside them is purification and realized knowledge. Realized knowledge and self-purification are hiding inside these practices we are talking about. That's why when you are practicing it, you are going to get the reward of that purification, self-purification and self-realization inside the practices. That's why when you are called upon to practice these things, you are not practicing it for anybody. You are practicing it for your own self-purification, and for your own self-realization, for you to get realized knowledge. The theoretical knowledge you had will now be transmuted into its realized equivalent when you start to practice. So practice this thing, practice the positive, avoid the negative. So he who protects the money program will be protected by the money program. Then, austerity of the body, according to Bhagavad Gita, there is austerity of the body, there is austerity of speech, there is austerity of the mind. So I recommend you to go and read Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 17, text 13, 14, 15, and 16. What did I say? Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 17, verses 13, 14, 15, and 16. Go and read. There you will read about the austerity of the body, austerity of the mind, austerity of speech. Let me just read it. But I will not take time to explain it because of time factor. Bhagavad Gita 17, chapter 7. I hope all of you have your Bhagavad Gita. If you don't have Bhagavad Gita, when you come to temple, come and take Bhagavad Gita from me, okay? Okay? I'm not hearing anybody say, okay. Okay?
Okay, Prabhu. Tomorrow I'll collect mine.
Okay, very good. These are good students. So keep it up. Even if you have
Is
Gita,
it for free?
you can collect another one. Even if you have Gita already, you can collect another one. Because
Is it for free?
Even if you have 10 guitars, they carry potency of the guitar times 10 in your house.
So is it for
Krishna is not different from the guitar because he spoke the guitar. Wait.
Is it for free?
Don't ask that question. Now, that one is not a question to be asked now.
it's for free, Prabhu?
Can you buy Bhagavad
Gita?
Gita?
Can you buy Bhagavad
If it's free,
Gita?
I'll come and collect, Prabhu.
Can your
If
money
it's free,
buy
I'll come and
Bhagavad
collect.
Gita? Come and
Then
collect
tomorrow morning
Bhagavad
I'll
Gita, Joe.
collect one.
Come and
Thank you in
collect Bhagavad Gita.
advance.
Come
Thank you in advance.
Come and collect Bhagavad Gita. I'm waiting for you. Now listen now. Any sacrifice performed without regard to the direction of the scripture, without distribution of prasadam, without chanting of Vedic hymns and remuneration to the priest, and without faith, is considered to be in the mode of ignorance. Then 14, austerity of the body consists in worship of the Supreme Lord, the Brahmanas, the spiritual master, and superiors like the father and mother, and in cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, and non-violence. These are the austerity of the body. So austerity of the body, there is austerity of the mind, there is the austerity of speech. Now the next verse, this one is verse 14, chapter 17, verse 14. Now 15. Austerity of speech consists in speaking words that are truthful, pleasing, beneficial, and not agitating to others, and also in regularly reciting Vedic literature. This is austerity of speech. Then in verse 16, and satisfaction, simplicity, gravity, self-control, and purification of one's existence are the austerities of the mind. Therefore, then, this threefold austerity performed with transcendental faith by men, not expecting material benefits, but engaged only for the sake of the Supreme, is called austerity in goodness. So this is what you should do in order to disable that negative evil spirit of intoxication. Intoxication is evil spirit. Gambling is evil spirit. Meat eating is barbaric and evil spirit. Illicit sex is also evil spirit. These are the things that drag you down on the path of self-realization. Avoid them as much as possible. You get me right? Okay. Tapasya is defined as voluntary bodily inconvenience. That has been described already. So that is it. We should fast on Ekadasi days also, faithfully and sincerely. These are also part of the austerities. Now, the last one, meat eating, no meat eating. We want to end, so that's why I'm trying to round it up because time is gone against us. You will read the additional notes afterwards. Meat eating, no meat eating. What does that include? No meat, fish, or eggs. No animal products in any form, in form of toothpaste, in form of shampoo, in form of creams, in form of lotions, body lotions. The one that contains animal fats and animal products. Avoid them. Do not eat boga or non-prasada. Okay? And you should read the labels of whatever you want to eat before you go and eat it. Read the labels first. Also, you should use cow products and promote economy in the mode of goodness. You want money, don't for the sake of money, go and sell drinks. Or go and sell, go and make a shop bar where you will sell drinks and sell animals, dead bodies. Avoid those things, okay? These are some positive ways of practicing no meat eating. Then, what does prasada do to you? If you are eating prasada, eating only the mercy of the Lord, it will clean your heart. Okay, and you become karma free. Okay? So eat only sanctified food. That means prasadam. Okay? And the prasadam is actually Krishna coming to you in the form of food. So if Krishna comes to you in the form of food, we explained earlier before that the super soul is accompanying the individual soul from lifetime to lifetime, everywhere it goes, because it wants to help to reclaim. Whenever the spirit soul, individual soul becomes sober, begin to query himself, why am I in this world? Why are good things happening to bad people? Why are there inequalities in life? Somebody is short, born short. Another one is tall. Somebody is born deformed for life, and he has to crawl on the floor for all his life. While another person is very handsome, he has a huge body. Why? Somebody is born in America, somebody is born in India, I am born in Africa. Why? Why is that? Why is the sun shining? It's coming up at regular interval, we call morning, and it's setting at regular interval. It's coming from one direction and setting in the other direction, rising and setting at different direction. Why? Huh? Why? Why is the rainbow always on the opposite side of the sun? When you begin to ask these questions, then the Lord in the heart will start answering. Then from there, start guiding you, directing you to meet his external representative. So the spiritual master is the external representative of the Lord in the heart. The deities are also external manifestation of the Lord in the heart. The scriptures, like Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, the scriptures are external manifestation of the Lord in the heart. The 9 processes of devotional service, they are the external manifestation of the Lord in the heart. The chanting of the holy name, the Maha Mantra, is the external manifestation of the Lord in the heart. And prasadam is also external manifestation of the same mercy potency of the Lord. So the Lord has made himself available, even though it's one. He has made himself available in these various forms for your benefit. So that if you take advantage of their presence, you can gradually get purified and go back home, back to God. So individually, we have to take advantage of these external manifestations of the super soul. Are you there? You got it? Woo. Our number,
Yes, Prabhu.
our number is reducing. Our number is reducing.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, please, thank you for teaching this particular topic with us. Please, there's something that I want to say about this one with the topic. You see, is it we have to practice this for maybe a year or more before we take the initiation, or maybe we are not through with 1 or 2 things, but we can still take the initiation and then practice to become perfect by abiding.
These are principles, the regulative principles. Okay, you should practice all of them.
Prabhu. Yes,
You should
Prabhu.
practice all of them before you take initiation. You should practice all of them before you take initiation.
Okay, Prabhu.
Practice
Thank
them
you, Prabhu.
all. Very important. Why? Because if you look at Bhagavad Gita 267, Arjuna was asking, if somebody can practice 3 of these 4 regulative principles and he cannot practice the 4th one, will he still make it in spiritual life? That kind of question. Then immediately Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita 267, chapter 267, chapter 2, verse 67. What did he say? Indriyanahi charatam. Indriyanahi charatam. Yan manu anuvidyate. Tadasya Harati Pragya Vayu Iva Vayu Navam Ivambasi. He said, as a boat on water is swept away by strong winds, even one of the Roman senses on which the mind focuses can carry away man's intelligence. Indriyanam Isharatam Yanmano Anuvidyate Tadasya Harati Pragya Vayu Navam Ivambasi. As a strong wind sweeps away a boat on the water. In the other translation, it said, as a boat on water is carried away by strong winds, even one of the roaming senses on which the mind focuses can carry away a man's intelligence. Therefore, there is a need to control all the senses at once. If you don't want your intelligence to be carried away by one of the senses on which the mind focuses, try to follow all the regulative principles so that you'll be protected by the energy hidden inside the following of the regulative principle. I told you the fire is hidden in the wood. The regulative principles, there is purification potency and self-realization potency hiding inside the regulative principles. When you practice the regulative principles and start chanting, taking advantage of all the manifestation of the mercy potency of the Lord in the form of the spiritual master, the deity, the scriptures, prasadam, the 9 processes of bhakti, the guru, then purification takes place and realization, a direct perception of the self by realization also take place. So when that takes place, your life is successful. You start making advancements. You begin to feel the shelter of the Prabhupada. You feel the shelter of the Guru. You feel the shelter of your Siksha Gurus. Oh, this is what happens. So let me conclude. Some people also say, why no onion, no garlic? Say they increase sexual desires and violence, and they are produced from the blood of some particular demon. And the more you consume them, the more you imbibe those demoniac tendencies. So take notes. So for health reasons, some people eat them, but for some subtle reasons, devotees avoid them. So thank you very much. We implore you to read the additional notes. They are there. The additional notes are there. This is a very important topic, and we have dealt with it so clinically. But let us just feed our eyes more. Following initiation vows. Srila Prabhupada said, so you must have to follow these rules and regulations. If you are serious, then take initiation. Otherwise, don't make fears. Don't make fears. That is my request. Following initiation vows. My advice is always chant 16 rounds minimum and follow the 4 regulative principles. All of my disciples must agree on these points. Otherwise, they are not my disciples. My disciples must follow these principles, living either in heaven or hell, anywhere you are living. Follow these principles. Okay. This is a group exercise, but we didn't do it. If we were physical, we would have done it. If still you are unable to fulfill that promise to your spiritual master, then what is the use of calling yourself devotee and disciple? That is simply pretending. So you should think like this, that I have promised my spiritual master this. Now I must obey him without any exception. Otherwise, I have no business calling myself his disciple. The Prabhupada is talking. Then that will be your austerity or tapasya for forcing you to make very rapid advancement in Krishna consciousness or Krishna conscious understanding. Without tapasya, there is no question of making advancement. But if you want to call yourself devotee and serve Krishna in that capacity, then you must avoid these 4 basic principles. Principle restrictions under all circumstances, without any exception. That means all you have to follow without any exception. So that your question is there. Somebody should read this. Of course, once, twice, Krishna may excuse. Okay, you want to read?
Of course, once, twice, Krishna may excuse. That is not very difficult. But more than that, it will become very difficult for Krishna to excuse you. And there is great risk that everything will be lost, despite all of your time and effort spent.
You get it? If by accident, if once somebody break principle, some accidentally once or twice, it is accepted the person can be excused because of unavoidable circumstances. But if the thing continues to repeat itself, it is deliberate. So that's why we said look once, it is innocent. You look twice, it is purposeful. And if you look thrice, rascal. So once, twice, Krishna may excuse. That is not very difficult. But more than that, it will become very difficult for Krishna to excuse you. And there is great risk that everything will be lost despite all your time and effort spent. Somebody should read this. Sins unwillingly committed by a devotee are burnt in the fire of repentance. Somebody should read it loud.
The pious king regretted his accidental improper treatment of the powerful Brahmana, who faultless such repentance is natural for a good man like him, and such repentance delivers the devotee from all kinds of sins accidentally committed. The devotees are naturally faultless, and accidental sins committed by devotees sincerely said by the sins unwillingly committed by devotees are burnt in the fire of repentance.
Very nice, but your voice is cracking a little bit. So I take it again. The pious king regretted his accidental improper treatment of the powerful Brahmana, who was faultless. Such repentance is natural for a good man like the king. And such repentance delivers a devotee from all kinds of sins accidentally committed. The devotees are naturally faultless. Accidental sins committed by a devotee are sincerely regretted. And by the grace of the Lord, all sins unwillingly committed by a devotee are burnt in the fire of repentance. Nevertheless, we are not encouraging people that go and commit sin and come and expect repentance. Then you do it again, and it's considered elephant bath. When elephant goes and bath nicely in the water, as soon as he comes out, he just rub dirt all over his body. Then he go back again. This is called prayashita or atonement, the process of atonement, whereby the Catholics will go and confess on Sunday, then Monday to Saturday, they commit the same offense again. Another Sunday, they go and confess. No, this is called prayashita. It's not allowed. The real repentance means you are not going to go back into doing those things again. Then the reaction of the sin is burnt by the fire of repentance. That's what problem. So like this, somebody should read this again loud.
According to the Vedas, there is a certain regulation that if one falls down from his exalted position, he has to undergo certain ritualistic processes to purify himself. But there is no such condition because the purifying process is already there in the heart of the devotee due to his remembering the Supreme Personality of Godhead constantly. Therefore, the chanting of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama.
to be
So be
continued.
continued without stop. Purifying process is there in the heart of devotee. Somebody else to read now. But the Samson is monopolizing the reading. Somebody else to read now. Don't allow monopoly. Somebody else to read. So most of you are not there, but you just appear to be there. Okay, I get you.
How should I read it, Prabhu?
Read it loud.
All right. According to the Vedas, there is a certain regulation that if one fall down from his exalted position, he has to undergo certain ritualistic processes to purify himself. But here, there is no such condition because the purifying process is already there in the heart of the devotee due to his remembering the Supreme Personality of Godhead constantly. Therefore, the chanting of Hare Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare
Hare Hare.
should be
Must be
continued.
continued without stop.
Yeah.
So you see, the purifying process is remembrance, constant remembrance of the Lord. And you do that constant remembrance by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Krishna is not different from his names. So the process is very simple, but sublime. Yes, this is tug of war. So don't be afraid of Maya. Simply enhance chanting and you will be conqueror. That's all. Krishna says, Kuntaya Pratijanihi. Name Bhakta Pronunciati. Bhagavad Gita 9:31. You just declare, my devotee will never be vanquished by Maya. Maya cannot do anything. Simply, you have to become strong. And what is that strength? Chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Loudly, yes. So that is the whole thing is there for us. So that is the Prabhupada ki jai. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for your patience. At least we end the class with 8 people. It's encouraging enough. Thank you, Martin Grace, even though you're already asleep. Thank you, Dr. Gaddafi. I really don't know whether you are there. Thank you, Dr. Titus. As you refuse to read when we're calling for it, I don't know you are truly there. Thank you, Dr. Ivy. You are there, but not there. As you refuse to read or participate in anything. Thank you, Dr. Sewa, Dr. Sewa Ama. Even though you didn't read anything, we know you were there somehow. Somehow. You are there, but not there. Somehow you were there. Then Dr. William Abe, thank you. Dr. Sampson, thank you. See you on Wednesday. Hare Krishna. If you are there, if I ask you that one question now, will you be able to answer it? Hare Krishna. So, see you on Wednesday. We wanted to add Tuesdays to it, but on second consideration, let us just leave it as it is. Let us
I was about to, Prabhuji, I was about to ask that you said you will meet on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for this week.
Yes, and let us leave it as it is. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's okay. Okay. So that we can give time for people to digest the lectures. It will be like rushing if we do it too many days. So let us go at the pace. Let's maintain the pace we are in. Okay?
Prabhuji, okay, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much. See you on
Thank
Wednesday.
you.
His co-founder Charles La AC back to Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki
Ki
jai.
jai.
Yeah.
Jai. Guru Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.